Have you ever wondered why some of the world's greatest innovators struggled in school? Here's a surprising truth. Research shows that the students who followed rules best were actually less likely to become entrepreneurs or innovators later in life. So could it be that school isn't failing at all, but working exactly as designed? Today we're diving into the hidden purpose behind our education system and why Machiavelli, yes, that Machiavelli, would recognize it as one of the smartest tools of social control ever invented. Machiavelli once wrote, "Everyone sees what you appear to be. Few experience what you really are." Education is exactly like that. On the surface, it looks like it's expanding our minds. But under the hood, it's shaping how we think, how we behave, and even how we value ourselves. And here's the kicker. It wasn't really designed by teachers. It was built by industrialists in the late 1800s, people who didn't want creative rebels but obedient workers. Think about it. Factories didn't need dreamers. They needed people who showed up on time, followed instructions, and didn't question authority. So how does the system pull this off? It uses three powerful tools Machiavelli himself would instantly recognize. Discipline through arbitrary rules. No chewing gum. Walk on this side of the hallway. Follow dress codes that have nothing to do with learning. The goal? Train kids to obey rules even when they don't make sense. Obedience becomes automatic, dependence on external validation. Gold stars, test scores, teacher approval. Instead of trusting their own judgment, kids grow up looking for outside approval. As adults, that makes them easy to control. Just reward them with titles, bonuses, or likes. Fragmented knowledge, math here, history there, science over there. By splitting everything up, the system makes it harder to see the big picture. When you can't connect the dots, you're less likely to notice patterns of power or challenge the system itself. Now think back. How did school treat mistakes? A wrong answer wasn't seen as a step toward learning. It was punished. That's why so many adults today are terrified of failure. They'd rather play it safe than take risks. But here's the paradox. The very people who changed the world, Steve Jobs, Richard Branson, the Google founders, all learned to escape those traps. They didn't let school define their worth. They trusted curiosity, risk-taking, and independent thinking. And here's the good news. Alternatives exist. Montessori schools, for example, focus on self-directed learning, and they've produced more than their share of innovators. Finland transformed its national education system by giving teachers freedom, reducing testing and prioritizing creativity, and their students consistently rank among the world's best. These models prove something powerful. Education doesn't have to limit you. It can liberate you. So here's the real question. What will you do with this awareness? Will you keep chasing grades, approval, and safe choices, or will you step outside the conditioning, trust your own judgment, connect the dots, and take risks worth taking? Machiavelli said, "The lion cannot protect himself from traps, and the fox cannot defend himself from wolves. One must be both." In other words, be bold like a lion and smart like a fox. Your education may have trained you to follow, but your future is yours to design. If this resonated with you, subscribe to this channel and share it with someone who needs to hear it. Because the greatest act of resistance isn't breaking rules. It's awakening the human potential those rules were meant to suppress.